Let's be honest, when One Piece drops a big moment, you don't even need to watch the episode, you feel it. Your group chat explodes, YouTube gets flooded, Crunchyroll crashes, and suddenly your grandma knows who Kaido is. These are the times when One Piece didn't just break the internet, it held it hostage.
Nanda, この怪物は死ねねえもんだな。腐ってり整えろ。
Alright, let's start with Kaido, the king of beasts, the Yonko, the world's strongest creature. That wasn't just an introduction, that was Oda saying, here's a man so broken, death itself is scared of him. Fans went from, who's Kaido, to, oh god, how the hell are the Straw Hats supposed to fight this in about 30 seconds? Watching Kaido land, shrug it off, and declare his dream wasn't to conquer the seas, but to have the biggest war the world's ever seen, instantly set him up as a boss. He wasn't just a Yonko, he was the Yonko.
何もかも無事なわけねえ。いた？脅かしやがって。なんだこの血の量は！おめえ生きてんのか？何も。
Anime has tearjerkers. Then there's Zoro casually taking on all of Luffy's pain at the Thriller Bark and standing there, bloodied, broken, and whispering nothing happened. People just declared him the most loyal anime character in existence. This was peak Zoro. No bragging, no crying, no need for anyone to witness it. Just raw grit. The moment spread like wildfire because it embodied what makes One Piece great. Loyalty, sacrifice, and a swordsman too stubborn to admit he's dying inside. People started writing essays about masculinity, loyalty, and the bro code on Reddit. Nothing happened became a phrase that needed no explanation, a cultural landmark of pain and respect.
Hachi, 巨人を仕留めたい。 ただタコがただその目はなんだい。やめてくれ。俺が見えんのかい。何する気だあいつ。本気か。
The Celestial Dragons are basically anime's ultimate punch-me-in-the-face characters. Every scene they were in was like Oda testing how much patience fans had before exploding. And then Luffy delivered the punch that was heard across the internet. Fans everywhere screamed like their team had just won the World Cup. Even non-fans saw the scene and went, okay, this rubber kid's a menace. I'm watching this now. Every anime fan secretly admitted that's one of the most satisfying punches in anime history.
Son. 親父、みんな、そしてルフィ、 今日までこんなどうしようもねえ俺をありがとう
There are anime deaths, and then there's Ace, the one that broke me, the internet, the fandom, and half of YouTube's reaction community in a single episode. Marineford was already chaos incarnate, giants, admirals, pirates, explosions, and then Oda yanked the rug. Ace, Luffy's brother, came all this way to save, standing there free for a split second, only to get a fist through his chest. Every single anime fan I know, including myself, collapsed into grief. Why, Oda? Why? Was practically a mantra. Even people who spoilt themselves cried anyway. And the cruel cherry on top, Ace thanked Luffy for loving him as he faded away. Absolute emotional terrorism there.
おめえじゃねえんだ。ロジャーが待ってる男は少なくともティーチ。ワンピースは実在する。貴様、見事な遺言だ。ほら、ここまでだ。さらばだ、息子たち。死んでやがる。
Standing half dead, stabbed, shot, melted, and still refusing to fall, Whitebeard cemented himself as anime's ultimate dad figure. His last act, tilting the sea and announcing, "The One Piece is real." The internet combusted. Fans clipped it, tattooed it, and spammed the line in every comment section across YouTube. It became a meme, a prophecy, and a rallying cry. Whitebeard died standing, with no scars on his back, and the fandom collectively saluted through tears. People who dropped One Piece years ago suddenly came running back. That single sentence yelled across a burning battlefield wasn't just an anime moment, it was cultural history.
"やっぱ資質あったか、あの野郎。
すごい。ルフィ様。どういう王になろうと勝手だけどな。海賊の王者は一人で十分だ。
We've already seen flashes of Conqueror's Haki before, but Fishman Island gave us the moment when Luffy finally flexed it like an absolute king. 10,000 fishmen soldiers lined up, flexing their numbers, and Luffy just, well, looked at them. One glare, one pulse, and boom! Half the army hit the ground like someone unplugged their Wi-Fi. Luffy wasn't some rookie pirate anymore, he was on a different plane. The internet went feral. Memes flooded in. Luffy solos with Wi-Fi Haki, eyes over fists, and the classic, imagine training your whole life just to get one-shotted by a stare. The moment redefined Luffy's status and made Conqueror's Haki the sexiest ability in anime.
Mononas. 1台3000。
Pika was considered one of the top executives of the Don Quixote pirates, serving as the leader of the Pika army. Watching Pika turn into a mountain was terrifying for 2 seconds until Zoro pulled out his swords and said, "Cool mountain, bro." The internet went nuclear when Zoro literally ran up a mountain-sized arm and sliced it like butter. People globally exploded with Zoro Solo's geography, and memes declared Pika's biggest crime was existing near Zoro's blade. Dressrosa may have been long, but this one scene carried the arc's hype like Atlas himself.
なってやろうじゃねえか。地獄の王に。
If Zoro cutting Pika broke the internet, the King of Hell transformation burned it down and salted the earth. The moment Enma stopped sucking him dry and started roaring with black lightning, we all collectively ascended. He took one look at his cursed, haki-devouring sword trying to kill him and said, fine, I'll just become the King of Hell then. Because obviously, the logical response to almost dying is to level up into a walking myth. Watching him tear through King in that dark flame aura made the anime community go feral. Zoro fans, already insufferable, became completely unbearable, and it was glorious. King of Hell Zoro was the moment when every single soul across every single social media platform agreed that this was Zoro's peak.
解放のドラムが聞こえる。
なんでまだ立てる？負けたのに。楽しくなってきた。
解放の戦士、太陽の神、ニカ。
There are hype moments, and then there's the day Luffy became a literal cartoon god. Gear 5 didn't just break the internet, it shattered it with peak in all caps and had half the fandom questioning if they were watching ViniiTube or Shonen Jump. Watching Luffy bounce around Kaido, laughing mid-battle and turning reality into his playground was unlike anything anime had pulled off before. Many who read the manga have waited for this moment, and with the drums of liberation, lo and behold, we got the moment. I mean, I could practically hear it in my sleep when it aired. Gear 5 wasn't just a power-up, it was Oda saying, yeah, my main character is Bugs Bunny with god powers. Deal with it. And the fandom loved it. Enjoying this video? Please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell icon to be updated every time I upload a new video. Alright, let's get to the next entry.
俺たちの邪魔をするやつはな。船団を左右へ取りかじ。消しとな。さすがだな。赤髪カムサリ。
Fans had endless debates. Kid versus Luffy, Kid versus lore, Kid versus plot relevance. And then Shanks walked in and basically said, delete file. Divine Departure wasn't just a swing, it was the swing. One slash so clean it didn't just erase Kid's crew, it erased his entire relevance in the final saga. The internet lost its collective mind. I mean, they do anyway every time Shanks appears on the screen. A man who's done almost nothing for 1,000 chapters casually pulled up, pressed one button, and the fandom combusted.
アンプテート。グラッシュ。化け物め。クローム。ショックビレ。ウォープ。
The Blackbeard went up against the fandom's beloved Surgeon of Death. It was one of those fights no one expected this early, but Oda dropped it like a nuke anyway. Watching Law whip out his awakened powers, slicing entire battlefields with room while Blackbeard countered with sheer chaos was fan service for theorists and chaos lovers alike. Every panel became a viral post. It was Oda saying, "Hey, remember when you thought power scaling was stable? LOL." And the fandom responded exactly as expected. Total internet collapse.
人の未来じゃろうが、赤ん坊と二人でお前たちが生きろ。お前たちが海軍の未来じゃ。ガチャ。翌日の新聞は伝説の英雄ガープ中将について。
Then there's Garp, the fist of the Navy, the man who once threw hands with Goldie Roger, storms into Hachinosu like an anime grandpa John Wick. He punched mountains, laughed in the face of death, and reminded us that he's still the hero of the Marines. But when it came down to saving his students, he didn't hesitate to make the ultimate sacrifice. And the internet completely unraveled. This was the Marine for generations seeing one of their OG legends go out in a blaze of glory. The internet didn't just break, it wept. And Oda knew exactly what he was doing, ripping out our hearts while making us clap.
このまま見逃してくれ。
あと、お母さんは元気にしてる？
母さんが死んだよ。その方がいいよな。
Kumar's backstory was Oda showing us he's still got nuclear-level emotional damage left in the tank, eh? Kumar, the silent, stoic cyborg who once yeeted the Straw Hats across the world, was suddenly revealed to have one of the most tragic histories in anime. And when Egghead finally showed us his past, the internet, it wasn't ready, okay? His childhood suffering, the endless cycle of pain, the way he was forced into choices no one should endure. It was the kind of backstory that doesn't just hit you once, it echoes in your head for weeks. Kumar became the fandom's child, an untouchable symbol of pain and resilience. If Ace's death was a scar, Kumar's backstory was a fresh wound we all felt together.
Sorry. もっとみんなを遠くまで運んであげたかった。ずっと一緒に冒険したかった。だけど僕は
ごめんつーなら家事下手だからよ。こう破ったこともあるしよ。ごめんつーなら
だけど僕は幸せだった。今まで大切にしてくれてどうもありがとう。僕は本当に幸せだった。君たちがいたから。
Only Oda could make millions of people cry over a boat. The Going Merry wasn't just wooden sails, it was the Straw Hats' first home, their friend, their crewmate. And when her time finally came, Oda didn't just let her sink quietly. No. He gave her a funeral, complete with dialogue and a thanks for the journey. That single line, "I'm sorry, I wanted to take you further," absolutely destroyed every single soul. How can you make the entire world cry over a ship? I mean, it's simply genius, isn't it? The Going Merry wasn't just a boat, it was a member of the crew, and when she burnt, the internet burnt with her.
逃げろ逃げろウソップチクショー3時まで
If you want to traumatize an entire fandom in one scene, look no further than Kuma at Sarbodi. Up until then, we thought the Straw Hats were untouchable. Sure, they struggled, but they always found a way, didn't they? Then Kuma showed up, and one by one, he erased them from existence. Zoro, gone. Sanji, gone. Usopp, gone. Luffy screaming helplessly as his entire crew vanished into thin air. I mean, that wasn't just despair, that was pure emotional demolition. I need Oda to pay for my therapy bills, you know, because this was just brutal. I just wanted to reach out to Luffy and give him a big hug.
通信部電電虫を切れ通信部お前たちは何も探知していない何も傍受していないルルシア王国そんな国はもともとないではないか
We've all seen big explosions before, right? But nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared us for Imu casually erasing an entire kingdom from existence like pressing delete on a keyboard. Lulusia was just vibing, going about its day, and out of nowhere, a giant sky laser obliterated it off the map. No survivors, no mercy, just gone. Lore theorists lost their damn mind. Was it Uranus? Was it Imu's devil fruit? Ancient weapon confirmed? Fans built week-long theories off that one single moment. The fear, the mystery, the sheer scale. It was the kind of reveal that changed how fans saw the world government forever, and the internet loved every horrifying second.
よくやった若い会終わらせに来たこれ以上を欲しても被害は無益に拡大する一方だまだ暴れ足りない奴がいるのなら来い俺たちが相手をしてやるどうだティーチせあ
Marineford was peak chaos. Pirates clashing with marines, admirals throwing around nukes, Whitebeard splitting the seas. Then, silence. The red-haired pirate, Shanks, walks in. Just walked. No screaming, no flexing, just calm authority. And everyone stopped. Admirals, warlords, Yonko crews, frozen by the red-haired man with the kind smile. That was the moment when everyone realized Shanks isn't hyped because of what he does, he's hyped because of what he doesn't have to do. Social media went nuclear. Shanks trended worldwide. Shanks just stopped a war with words, the ultimate Sigma male. Fans who had doubted him instantly shut up. He didn't fight, didn't kill, didn't even destroy. He just ended Marineford with his presence with his crew, and we all just bowed.
やめろ
器用か
Saturn looked like your cranky grandpa until he sprouted horns, spider legs, and a straight face out of Lovecraft's sketchbook. In an instant, the goofy old man in a suit vibe shattered, replaced by a living nightmare that felt ripped from a horror manga. The reveal turned Saturn from an unassuming elder into pure nightmare fuel. The kind of transformation that made even seasoned pirates and marines freeze in dread. The atmosphere shifted. His presence oozed malice, as if the laws of nature bent just to make space for him. It was a moment where the story stopped being about heroes punching villains and became a reminder that the world government isn't just a political machine, it's something older, darker, and far more terrifying.
ソゲキング。あの旗撃ち抜け。
了解。その威力とくと見よう。ファイヤーバードスタ
望むところだ。ロビン、行きたいと。いや
私は生きたい。海へ連れてって。
行くぞ。
Enies lobby gives us one of the most spine-tingling moments in all of anime. Robin finally screams, "I want to live!" And without missing a beat, Luffy orders Sogeking to shoot down the world government's flag. Boom! One flaming arrow later, and the crew officially declared war on the strongest institution in the world. No hesitation, not even a backup plan, just a crew of misfits saying, "Yeah, we're insane, and what?" That shot instantly elevated the Straw Hats from rookies to world-class threats, and the symbolism was chilling. Forget speeches, that one flaming flag told the world exactly what these pirates stood for. Freedom at any cost. We were just so proud.
うちの城もぶっ壊しやがって。
お前が一体何になるのか。もう一度言ってみろ。
お主らを頼りにしておる、ルフィ殿。
大丈夫か、金右衛門。
おい小僧。
トロヘッドロック。お前らを超えて海賊王になる男だ。
Wano was filled with hype moments, but nothing screamed future pirate king like Luffy casually striding towards the rooftop where Kaido and Big Mom waited. Picture it, two Yonko, literal emperors of the sea, looming like monsters above the battlefield, and Luffy doesn't flinch. He doesn't posture. He doesn't brag. He just walks straight past the chaos as if two gods of destruction are nothing more than roadblocks. The sheer disrespect was glorious. It wasn't about ignoring them, it was about surpassing them. In that one scene, Oda made it clear. Luffy wasn't playing catch-up anymore. He was here to stand amongst legends. Egghead brought us a rematch no one thought they needed until it happened. Lucci, the government's loyal attack dog, against Zoro, the king of hell. And when their blades clashed, the internet went feral. The hype wasn't just in the fight, it was in the nostalgia. Enies Lobby's trauma mixed with Egghead's chaos drowned in excitement. Can we take a moment to appreciate the animation here too, please? Because it was epic. And the internet screamed peak peace until the servers begged for mercy. Needless to say, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below any moment that you think should have made this list. Be nice, alright? Thanks. I'll see you in the next one.